But the breaking news that is coming at this kind of the time is they're going to be having Mosabi to be hijacked in Nairobi, and he should be so keen about it because the information from the DCI, they've already reported Mosabi at the DCI because of talking about, they're going to be talking about it. I'm going to be coming to you a bit here. Mambo vipi Maganya? They have already reported the matter of Mosabi talking about going to be threatening and also cyberbullying and talking wrong about them. They should be so meticulous. This is just a leak that I'm just getting out to the people to understand, because things are going to be happening to Nairobi that they don't understand. Because JT is the most target, and also Mosabi, they have talked about they're going to be targeting him very meticulously anytime, whenever going to be tracked very meticulous. So they should look so meticulous whenever they're going to be loitering in Nairobi or doing whatever necessary in Nairobi.
Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing great. Now, there had to be a part 2. In the pod lies, there had to be a Mosabi part 2. Guys, but this part 2 was such a flop. Guys, did you all see that? Oh my God. They even lacked what to talk about. At some point, they were looking at each other because there was nothing coming out of their mouths. Their minds were blank. All the lies ran dry. You know, they started to think about what gossip they will bring to the streets about MORAA and Githiriba. It was not coming out of their minds. Guys, what a shame. What a shame. You know, two fools embarrassing themselves, you know, right there, you know, on a pod lies. Can you all imagine? Yeah. Mosabi, what was happening to him? You know, every time 𝐷𝐒 wanted to end the live stream, you know, let me say this. If they don't believe me, they can ask in my podcast. Oh, sorry. They can ask in my channel. They can ask me questions in my channel. Oh, wait a minute. Please invite me again. I want you to invite me again. Oh, wait. Every time 𝐷𝐒 wanted to end the live stream, this Mosabi guy had something to say, and yet he had nothing to say. Guys, this is how confused, you know, people are, especially when they are lying, especially when they have nothing to talk about. Guys, this guy should have just told 𝐷𝐒. You know, on a very serious note, this guy could have just told 𝐷𝐒, you know what? I want to come to your pod lies. I want you to help me get people to build me a house. You know, I have 10,000 shillings, which I saved, and please help me to get somebody, one of your sponsors, one of your sponsors, help me get one of them. Or, you know, put in a good word for me, please, so they can build me a house. At least what I need is a house. That is all, guys. Instead of bringing all these stories, oh, underwear washing, oh, I don't know what, whoa. Stories that are neither here nor there. You know, guys, I was so amused when 𝐷𝐒, you know, started to tell him, oh, you know, what if MORAA does not pay you for the 9 months you worked there? Pay. You know, he forced Mosabi to say that I'm going to report MORAA. What contract do they have with MORAA? What? MORAA clearly stated on video that, you know, he was he was Githiriba's worker. So, MORAA, where does he come in? MORAA will say, I don't know this guy. He was Mosabi, he was Githiriba's worker. Why do these people think MORAA is an idiot? Guys, you know, sometimes I really get amused. You know, for real. 𝐷𝐒 is trying, 𝐷𝐒 and audience, they're trying to push this young man to start saying that he is going to report MORAA. MORAA has to pay him for the time that he worked at MORAA's place, blah, blah, SHIT. Guys, did MORAA call him to his home? Did MORAA employ him? Did MORAA sign a contract with him? Did MORAA, what the heck? And did MORAA say he is his employee? You know, these people, they just make a fool of themselves. You know, wherever MORAA sits, sometimes he just looks at them and just laughs. because these are just a bunch of fools. For real, guys. You know, now, before I continue with these shenanigans of gay tea, that are neither here nor there, because I have seen Gintu and Mogesi, a drunk Mogesi, out on the streets talking some crap. Oh my God, guys. And they are saying that the real reason Mosabi ran away from the village is hidden, guys. There are things going on. For the first time, Gintu is defending MORAA. Also, I think. Gintu is defending MORAA against Mosabi. Guys, I heard this and I was like, oh my God. Guys, before I tell you the real reason that Mosabi ran away, according to Gintu and Mogesi, he ran away from the village. Before I tell you this reason, first of all, I want to congratulate the Empress, D. Mwango, for her wedding. She is now a wife. She is a wife to Petro. Is it Petro? Oh, yes. The other day we saw them engaged. We saw the hula baloo that came out on the streets. The naysayers, these haters, they all came out. Oh, it is a lie. It is pretense. It will not work. She has done this before. She is pretending. She wanted Michael Ponte to say he is her boyfriend. Oh, I don't know, JB what? Oh my God. Including this gay tea, guys. Now, this other person, what's this other person's name? I saw Pebbles Hall. She has been writing very mocking stuff on her community page, mocking D. Mwango and all this stuff. Guys, it is a pity. It is a pity that women are doing this to each other, Just because somebody made a mistake once does not mean that you will keep mocking her. And it doesn't mean that moving forward, they're not going to do things differently, They may have learned from their mistakes and they may be doing something different moving forward. But people want to go back and remind D. Mwango of her past. And by the way, guys, some of the things are not even mistakes. People have boyfriends. I mean, is it a big deal? Some of these people yapping here, they have had a whole battalion of men in their lives. Now they're coming out here to talk about D. Mwango's 3 boyfriends. Big deal. I wonder, guys, some of these people, if you know their stories, you will collapse. Shameless people, for real. So they came out, including the piggy mouth. She came out writing a lot of nonsense. She was in Nigeria. Instead of concentrating on her homeland, she said she hasn't been there for, 20 years or is it 70 years? She's not been home. Instead of her concentrating on how things are done, see the changes in her homeland, visit people, remember, even their kids who've been born, she's never met. Instead of her bonding, she's out here, looking out to see what D. Mwango is doing, insulting her, talking about it is fake, it is a lie. Guys, what a shame. D. Mwango has thoroughly embarrassed all of them. Guys, I have always been out here asking, does it mean that D. Mwango is not good enough to be anybody's wife? Anybody in this whole entire world? Because every man D. Mwango even talks to, says hi, does a video with. Atita, this, that, she cannot be with that one. She can, my goodness, a lot of nonsense. Carrots, where are you? What are you going to say now? A fake marriage? A marriage for papers? What is it you're going to say? Because you don't lack anything to say. It is better D. Mwango has, gotten married, to somebody that she loves, other than you who has stolen somebody's husband, and you keep buying love by giving this man money, taking him on vacations so he can love you. Shameless woman. Guys, I told you, some of these people, if you know their stories, you are going to faint. You're going to lose it. And they are the first ones to always come out here and condemn D. Mwango. Guys, I was so happy, when I saw 𝐷 calling home. She spoke to her mother and David Jr. They were all happy for her, wished her all the best. And congrats, mom. Trust an African woman. She wants many babies this year. And even 𝐷 was asking how many babies can one have in a year. She really wants grandkids, from her children. And she congratulated her daughter, of course, and her son-in-law. I feel like they have such a good relationship, and this man is trying to really learn Swahili. He knows a lot of Swahili words, and that is so cool. 𝐷 is also learning Polish, and her mother encouraged her to learn the language so that she can be, a good wife. You learn everything about your husband, your husband's people. Guys, MORAA also was happy for her. MORAA was out there talking about, you should be a good wife. Respect your man, sister. 𝐷, of course, was told us that MORAA advises her as not just a brother, but also as a man, from a man's perspective. And that is very good, because you want your woman, you want your sister to succeed in her relationship. That is so very cool, guys. And so people like, I remember, reacting to people like 𝐷 Carrots, notorious liar, when 𝐷 landed in Poland. How they began stories. Oh my God. I remember when 𝐷 went to meet Petro's people. You can remember, guys, the kind of stories they put a big titles, plastering this old couple on their thumbnails, talking about fake parents, fake in-laws. They have been paid, parents on hire, in-laws on payroll. My God. Guys, so disrespectful. Even if you want to insult people, sometimes look at this, elderly couple and just spare them putting them on your thumbnails and then writing stupid nonsense like that. Even if you want to insult 𝐷, sometimes, these people are so insensitive. And that's why I say, sometimes, or one time, insensitivity will follow them, big time. It is not right. Sometimes respect some people, please, but guys, we have always known that they do this so that they can scare people away from this family. Anybody who is MORAA's friend, they will come for you so that, you can be scared and, go away. 𝐷 the same. But who is God? Guys, who is God? 𝐷 has gotten a man who loves her and who does not care about all this noise on the streets. Congratulations, 𝐷 and Petro, for your wedding, for your civil wedding. And I just wish you all the best. May you have the best of marriage, And I know that 𝐷 is a wife. I know that 𝐷 is a wife and not a knife. So guys, I have seen a video by 𝐷. Oh my God. First of all, 𝐷 is with Mogesi, and Mogesi is drunk, super drunk, They are talking a lot of crap, until I looked at their comment section and I saw some people telling them, you know what, 𝐷, I did not expect this from you. This is too low. This is too bad. Today you have just done the worst. Guys, it's because 𝐷 was talking a lot of nonsense. You guys can imagine. They were talking about Mosabi being a womanizer. I'm putting it in a nice way. Mosabi being a womanizer, Mosabi doing a lot of womanizing. And Mosabi doing a lot of crazy stuff, in the process of womanizing. You all understand what I'm saying. And so they are saying that the real reason Mosabi ran away from the village is because he, did the do with somebody's wife, And so he had to run and he had to go to 𝐷𝐻𝐿 lies and say these lies quickly so that this other party does not come out and say his story, because it'll be very embarrassing for him. You understand, right? So what happened, according to them, is that this guy, he is such a womanizer that they suspect, that he could have caught something, And they're even saying that he should visit the clinic, the doctor, for some checkup. That's how bad they say that this guy is. He does not, a skirt cannot pass before his eyes. Every skirt that passes, he has to inspect it and know what it's carrying. Oh yes, that's what. Oh my God, that Mosabi, seated up there. 𝐷𝐻𝐿, you should be careful. He may do something to you. I hope you didn't take him to your house. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. They are actually at 𝐷𝐻𝐿's house because the studio is in 𝐷𝐻𝐿's house. My. Hey, whatever happened there, only God knows. My God. According to Gintu, guys, and Mogesi, this guy is too bad. He does not let a skirt pass in front of him. And nobody should come out here and tell me 𝐷𝐻𝐿 is not a skirt. 𝐷𝐻𝐿 is a skirt. Oh my God, guys. This is too bad, And this person, Gintu, is saying that a report has been made, to the DCI. Before we even talk about that report being made, guys, listen to Gintu and Mogesi talking about this guy who has run away from the... Guys, I told you there's more to this story than meets the eye. Yeah? I know Gintu and Mogesi are liars, but I know there's 2% truth in there. Oh, yeah. And so, let us go by that 2% truth.
Also, all Ghanaians talk about Ghanaians. You never understand to talk about his health situation.
The health status.
And the little fact he has to take like some amount, so that he can just go and to be
testing and
exactly.
Much more because he was eating whatever comes in front.
He was just eating a meat that has just been already injected.
7 o'clock.
Exactly.
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is one of the worstest moments of Mosabi. When you can see Mosabi has rushed to Nairobi, don't ask why Mosabi is in with JT.
We need to take him to the hospital after exactly 2 months.
Exactly.
So that we can just understand the health situation. Even although he was just a
the people, what they don't understand sometimes.
Tell us.
Whenever they see Nyash, they know like everything is booming out. They don't know even this kind of the people, they're going to be a bit wrong whenever it comes to the body functioning and also whatever going to be circumferentially and to their bodies.
So guys, these people are saying that this guy, must have caught something and that he should be checked. He should go for a checkup. He should go to the clinic. He should know his status. Guys, it is so bad. When people like Gintu and Mogesi, start discussing somebody like that, I don't know whether these people understand, because, this kind of thing. Anyways, guys, this is their fellow lazy gang right now. So me, I have even no time to sort of sugarcoat anything, because this Mosabi guy, hey guys, the more I think about it, why did this guy run away from his home, never to return? Now he has run away from Nyabohanse, never to return. And, he was so smart, guys. If you all remember, he was telling 𝐷𝐻𝐿, MORAA should be told That when I go back to the village, nobody should harass me, nobody should come near me, nobody should do. Who cares about this guy? Who would want to harass him? For what? Some people are just losers and nobody would even bother following them. People are minding their own business, especially MORAA. This guy was not even MORAA's worker in the first place. Why would MORAA be wanting to follow him or know anything about him, whether he goes to the village or not? So what I feel, guys, is that he was doing that so that people, this lazy gang can intimidate MORAA, so that MORAA and Githiriba cannot act on him, because I believe he must have done something. He must have done something also before running away. Just like Gintu and Mogesi are saying. And I'm saying that we are taking 2% of what they have said. Guys, it is a pity. It is a shame. This guy, he does crazy stuff and then he runs. That's what he does. And one day, he's going to meet his match. If it's true, that he actually messed up with somebody's wife, then that is too bad. These kind of things make people to delete each other. It's no joke. So let him come out clean. Mosabi, come clean and tell us, what did you do at your home that made you... Guys, the more I think about this, this guy, no. How far, is his place from Nyabohanse? Did he say 2 kilometers or how many? Some of you in Americas, the Americas. Some of you are in Europe and you're African. But every year you visit your home, all the way from America, all the way from UK. And somebody stays a place where they can take a border for 20 minutes and they cannot go to their home. Hey. Tell me if that person did not delete somebody from that place. Why would somebody not go to their home? And they live right, in Kuria. Your home is in Kuria, and you have gone to Kuria, another side of Kuria, to work. And then you're taking 2 whole years without visiting your home. Guys, once this guy is investigated well, not even well, he even said in the pod lies that MORAA and Githiriba have never met his family. His father, neither have they met his mother. You see, this guy is living a secret kind of life that ain't good. Even this house that he's saying he's going to build, I don't think he's going to build it at his place. Maybe in another location. And he may even start now saying, oh, yeah, I'd rather be bought land. You will hear, guys. You will you're going to hear. It is a shame. This guy is a crook. Oh, yes. And he went to the right place. To his fellow crook. Birds of a feather flock together. That is why he chose Gate Port Lies. Coming all the way from Kuria. Imagine. To Gate Port Lies. What a shame. Guys, this Port Lies was very embarrassing. It was very disgracing. They disgrace themselves. Because every question that they asked Mosabi was negative. Like for instance, is Anastasia overworked? No. Was MORAA bad to you? No. Was Githiriba's wife bad? No. I don't even know her well, the current wife. Every answer was negative, until Getty at some point stopped and looked at him like, like as if to tell him, hey, dude, what are you doing? When you're bad mind, this is how you embarrass yourself. Can you imagine, guys? And now, somebody said that there's a lot of serious things going on. And Marwa and Githeriba should be arrested. I don't know. These people, how they take these things so seriously, they don't know 𝐷𝐿𝐻 is making money. 𝐷𝐿𝐻 just wants, a lot this soft stuff. 𝐷𝐿𝐻 wants to make entertainment up there, Mosabi to come and say, hey, and then people to remove money, build a house. 𝐷𝐿𝐻 is not looking to arrest anyone. Maybe I should let these people know. I don't know how they reason, guys. I don't know how they reason. It is like a fool. What's his name? Nicole, what? John P. Nicole or something like that. He used to come to my chat section. Oh, we have reported Marwa. Now you, MORAA, you're going to see. We have reported, Marwa has been reported. I personally have written the DCI. Oh my God. One day I told him, where has this reports reached? Because every time you come to the chats, you're talking about we have reported Marwa. Marwa has been reported. Marwa is going to see. Marwa has taken $7,000 from the orphanage. This is a matter that has been reported officially, even by me. Guys, I one day asked him, how come I've not even had Marwa, has been summoned to the DCI, let alone being arrested, to be summoned. So guys, these people, they should learn. They should learn that some things these negative reactors are doing are just for entertainment, for clout, to make money on YouTube. They're not wanting to arrest Marwa. Because they know Marwa has done nothing. They know. Even 𝐷𝐿𝐻 knows, guys. Even 𝐷𝐿𝐻 knows. For real. But some fools are taking this to heart, Instead of putting this stuff in your lungs, they're putting it in their hearts and it's paining them, for nothing. Can you imagine? Well, what a shame, guys. What a shame. And then somebody like that will come and mention negative reactors and say, oh, these negative reactors know what they're doing. Know what they're doing what? Yes, they know how to eat. That is, they know how to eat on the streets. Guys, this is so stupid. Somebody actually said something about Marwa being arrested. Marwa should be, even 𝐷𝐿𝐻 laughed. Guys, I don't want to play the clips. I don't have time for this 𝐷𝐻 person. I just want to make money off of him quick also. I don't have time to go back to the clips. You all have watched, those who have watched. There's somebody who was saying about, Marwa and Githeriba to be arrested, or they have done what. And then I had that 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄. Can you imagine? Talking about their danger, at Marwa and Githeriba are dangerous people. Can you imagine? Just because you're in the UK, does not mean you have a brain. I mean, I'll say that for free. It doesn't mean you have a brain. Look at that, somebody like, what kind of stupid statement is that? Githeriba and Marwa are dangerous how? Where? When? From where? And if you ask that person questions, they cannot even give you answers. Just talking, Guys, all in all, this pod lies of 2 days has been a flop. A major flop. 0 out of 100, And the loser is Mosabi, unfortunately. Mosabi, you have lost. Yeah. 𝐷𝐿𝐻 has gained because he will be paid and he will make money. But you, Mosabi, sorry. Sorry for you. Why don't you tell 𝐷𝐻 to do a video on your channel? Yesterday he said he was going to do a video with you in your channel. Today he's saying, guys, go and watch Mosabi in his channel. He does not even want to appear in your small little tiny channel. That is how he is. So Mosabi, you have lost. And to be very honest, it's a pity. It's a pity because even that house, I'm not seeing it happen. I'm sorry, but that's me and it's my opinion. I'm not seeing anything happen, you know. And one thing people should realize is that how they behave towards other people shows other people who you really are. Mosabi, people, even those ones who are watching you, those many people who you want to watch you, yeah, they are looking at you and they are wondering. This guy was treated very well by MORAA, and this is how he has turned out to be. He is attacking MORAA for nothing. So now the clever people will look at you as a bad person. And even if they wanted to help you, they will not. So, Mosabi, you have lost big time. It is a pity that you did not use your head. And anyways, I know why you did not use your head. It is because you are running away. And so all these things you've been saying on the pod lies are actually lies, And you just wanted to run and be out of some problem that you had caused in the village. And it is a shame, a big damn shame. Let us listen to 𝐷𝐿𝐼 and Mogesi some more.
Have already planned on how they're going to be executing it, because the DCI in Nairobi, they've already been told what to do, and they're going to be coming to that kind of the portfolio with an immediate effect here. So today the confirmation and how the talk was, it's only 𝐷𝐿𝐼, MORAA, and also David Jr. They went to the DCI today early in the morning around 10 to 11 there, and what they were just talking about that kind of wagwan. That's my brother Mogesi there. So what is coming out at this kind of the time is everybody should be so fantastic upon it, because things are rolling out and nobody wants to see anybody successful. At this kind of the time, Mosabi is in danger, so he should be protected. JT, wherever you are, protect that boy very meticulously, because things are coming out and they are roaming meticulously. So at the module right now, what is coming out again is the information is already leaked to Nairobi, and they have already hand out the money, and what is just being waited for is only the recapture to make sure that things are going to be popping out so meticulous.
So guys, as you have heard, they are talking about David Jr., MORAA, and 𝐷𝐿𝐼 having gone to the DCI to report this Mosabi guy, and also 𝐷𝐿𝐼 pod lies. Guys, I hope it's true. I really hope so. But being that I'm only taking 2% of what 𝐷𝐿𝐼 is saying to be true, chances are that this is not true. Unfortunately, But guys, these two people should actually be taught a lesson, because this is stupidity that 𝐷𝐿𝐼 has done. I'm not even faulting this other one, because I know he's desperate, Mosabi is desperate. Maybe he thought that if he does this shortcut, people are going to come out and say, hey, Mosabi, I'm here, I'm volunteering, I'm building you a brick house. Another one would come and say, I'm buying you land. He thought things are going to work quick like that. But unfortunately, he is now starting to see the reality. Things are not as easy as he thought, And so being naive and being daft and being desperate maybe messed up his brain. But how about this other one? It is a big damn shame, guys. A big damn shame. My friend. There's a friend of mine who always writes, she will write in the comment section, when I say a big damn shame. Guys, let me know what you think about the pod lies, the latest one, pathetic, shameless people, failures. They have just failed big time. Guys, let me know what you think about the pod lies. Let me know what you think about this nonsense that 𝐷𝐿𝐼 has come out with, And by the way, in his comment section, like I said, somebody said, 𝐷𝐿𝐼, you have done wrong. Today you have spoken too bad. Too much vulgar language, too much nonsensical stuff. It is unlike you. Of course, it's like Gintu. I don't know where this person has been living, I don't know, guys. I'm talking about, oh, this is not like you. I do not expect this from you. I expect worse from this Gintu guy. He has been talking the worst, all sorts of nonsense. So this person probably does not know Gintu. Probably he or she met Gintu the other day. Also, guys, let me know what you think. Do you really think that MORAA, 𝐷𝐿𝐷, and David Jr. went to the DCI to report these people? Do you really think it can happen? Yes, we don't know for sure, but do you really think that kind of thing can happen? Because I feel like MORAA and 𝐷𝐿𝐷 would just say, you know what, this fool, let's just ignore him, and let's not even give him our energy. Anyway, I don't know, guys. It depends on how deep it cut through them, And so if you have not liked this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe and join this amazing, wonderful family. And leave your thoughts and sentiments, just like I said, and let us meet in the next video. Bye bye.
Leave good folks alone, stop the moans. Lame and toothless, that's what you are. Truth shining bright like a star. I give and take, I educate, put things straight, that's my fate. Truth teller, reality checker. Truth teller, I'm your protector from the lies and the fake narrative. Truth is what I got to give. Speak the truth, speak the truth. Speak it to set you free. Speak the truth, speak the truth. It's MORAA, your African daughter. Don't paint pictures bigger than the frame to